Hi everybody, Dr. Sami here at Adjusted for Life. Today we're going to bring you a stretching video. So this main focus is for kind of the hips and the lower back. So we're going to start standing up and then we'll eventually work our way to the ground. So I'm just going to have you kind of widen your feet out, widen your stance, and then we're just going to slowly go down towards the ground and kind of hang there for just a few minutes. Okay, maybe not minutes, seconds. Kind of relax, and if you feel your body swaying a little bit, stretching those hamstrings, that's completely fine. Here in a second, we're going to transition to bring in your hands to your right leg. And if you want to grab onto the outside of your foot, you can. If you want to grab onto the outside of your leg, depending upon how tight your hamstrings are, whichever one works. And just kind of let your whole body relax there. And then we're going to transition to that other side. It's okay to feel your legs shake a little bit. That's completely normal. It just shows you that you're alive and tight, which I am definitely both of. Alrighty, and you can come back to the center, hang there for another second. See if you can get the backs of your hands farther onto the ground. And then we'll slowly roll it on up. So the next one we're going to do is widen your feet out just a pinch more. And when you do that, you're going to basically do a side lunge. So really sit into the left side. You should feel the stretch in the inner part of your thigh. If you don't, then kind of put a little bit more weight on that left heel. So you can either chill there for a little bit longer, or we can go to the other side and kind of slow mobility type stuff, open those hips up. I'm going to sit in that right leg a little bit more, putting the pressure on my right heel. And then just a little bit more back and forth, side to side. Alrighty, so now bring those feet back closer together. You're going to want your pinky toes touching. So my right leg is back. It doesn't really matter which side's back for you, but I'm going to go down towards the ground. And as I do, I'm going to kind of rotate my body towards my back leg. And I'm grabbing hold of my arch on that back foot, but you can go to the upper part of the leg, whichever one you feel the best stretch with. You should really feel it in the back of your butt. And if you want to reach a little bit farther out, you can. That's going to work the stretch just higher up in that lower back. Alrighty, and now we can switch. So now your left leg is out back, and we're gonna same thing, just rotate down towards, which apparently my left leg is tighter than my right. And you'll probably notice that one leg's tighter or a different part of your leg is tighter in the stretch. Now I'm going to walk it out of the way again, try to get a little bit lower in my back. Alrighty, so as you bring your feet back to neutral, roll your spine up, and then we're going to make our way down towards the ground. Alrighty, now that we've made it down to the floor, we're going to stretch the piriformis muscle. So you can, I'm just gonna turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. You put your ankle on your opposite leg, and you can either lay back and pull your leg up like this. So you should feel a stretch here. Or you can also bring it up and bring basically your hips closer to that bottom leg. And it should feel the exact same stretch. Alrighty, and then you can switch and do the other leg. And this leg is definitely my tight leg. And like I said, either do it this way or you can do it laying down, I have my right leg up and over, so bringing the left leg closer to your chest. I'm gonna lay down for just a second to do that too. Now you can straighten both legs out. And I'm gonna start with my left leg. I'm just gonna bring it straight up. So you can grab onto the back of the calf or higher up, whichever one's more comfortable, and just keep that leg nice and straight. We're gonna bring it across your body, open up. You can probably feel this stretching in the back of your leg. My leg is for sure shaking on this one. Try to keep your knee as straight as possible without the bend. And then we are gonna bend your leg and open it up out to the side. Try to make sure that your shoulders are staying flat on the ground. And bring that leg back in. Straighten it out, and we're gonna switch to the other side. So pull your leg up towards your head. Make sure you're keeping your knee straight. If you need to grab closer, you can. And try to make sure that you're nice and relaxed on the mat. And bringing it across to your body. Bend your knee and bring it up and out. Same thing, making sure once you get there, your shoulders get back on the ground. You probably feel this in the back of your leg and maybe even in the front of your hip. It's just really good hip mobility and hamstring stretching. And bring it back in. I'm gonna have you bring both your knees to your chest. And hold them nice and tight and just rock a little bit with it. And the last stretch that we're gonna do today, slowly bring those legs flat, and we're gonna come back up. You can start whichever leg you want. You're gonna bend one leg, back leg straight, Bring your foot as close to a 90-degree angle as possible and just kind of sit back in that. Your hips should be nice and straight towards the ground. You don't want to be rotated like this. So if you've got to come up a little bit farther, and just sit in that stretch. And then we're gonna switch legs. So bring that leg back. Other leg's gonna tuck up and underneath. And go back down. Try to sink down just a little bit lower. If you can bring your head towards the mat, go for it. And then we'll slowly come up out of that. I know I said that was the last stretch, but I want to get your psoas stretch too, because that's something that all hip problems and lower back problems, almost all the time, you have at least one psoas that's tight. So you're gonna bring your foot out and then dip that knee down and come forward. And then you can switch to the other one. So you should really feel this stretching in here. If you want to feel it a little bit more, you can even bring your hand up and kind of create a curve away. So that's going to get it a little bit higher in the abdomen. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed this stretch. Your lower back and your hips are feeling a little bit looser, and we can't wait to see you next time. Have a great day.